Before the dream, before the destiny, before the deliverance, there was darkness, there was despair, there was a pit. Joseph was just 17, the visionary, the chosen one, the favored son. But favor can ignite envy, and envy can birth betrayal. One fateful day, Joseph's brothers saw him approaching, the dreamer, the anointed one, the embodiment of what they could never become. They stripped him of his coat, the symbol of their father's love, and they cast him into a pit, barren, desolate, hopeless, sold for a mere 20 silver pieces, abandoned by family, exiled to Egypt. But the divine had grander plans. In Potiphar's household, Joseph served, loyal, upright, devoted, until lies plunged him deeper, from mansion to dungeon, from steward to prisoner. Yet even in the depths of confinement, divine favor pursued him. Joseph found grace with the prison warden. He interpreted visions for the forgotten. He persevered, and he held on to hope. Until one pivotal moment, Pharaoh experienced a dream beyond mortal comprehension. Joseph was summoned. He stood before the throne. No coat of many colors, no protection, no kinsman, just a captive, a visionary. And he declared, "The interpretation belongs not to me. God will provide Pharaoh with understanding." 7 years of abundance, 7 years of scarcity. Joseph's gift paved his path, and Pharaoh elevated him to second in command over all Egypt. The pit became a distant memory, the betrayal a fading scar. But the divine wasn't finished crafting Joseph's narrative. As time passed, famine spread its tendrils, and from a distant land, Joseph's brothers journeyed to Egypt, famished, desperate, unaware. They bowed before him, just as the visions had foretold. Joseph possessed every right to harbor hatred, every justification to exact vengeance, every reason to cling to bitterness. Yet he chose the path of forgiveness. He revealed his true identity, and they wept together. Brothers, once torn apart by jealousy, now reunited through grace. Joseph proclaimed, "You intended harm against me, but God intended it for good, to preserve many lives. What man designed for destruction, the divine transformed for deliverance." Joseph didn't merely endure. He redeemed. He rescued. He forgave. From the depths of the pit to the heights of the palace, Joseph's journey transcends mere dreams. It's a testament to the God who never abandons you, even in your darkest hour. When betrayal shatters your world, when the pit seems bottomless, when the palace feels unattainable, remember Joseph. And remember, the divine authors the most extraordinary stories, even when they begin in darkness. In the tapestry of time, Joseph's tale stands as a beacon of hope, a reminder that our lowest moments can become the foundation of our greatest triumphs. For in the pit, Joseph learned resilience. In slavery, he cultivated character. In prison, he honed his gift. Each trial, each setback, each moment of despair was but a brushstroke in the masterpiece of his destiny. The coat of many colors, once a symbol of favoritism, became a distant memory, replaced by the robes of Egyptian royalty. But the true transformation was not in his garments, but in his heart. For Joseph emerged not bitter, but better, not vengeful, but visionary. He saw beyond the pain of his past to the purpose of his present. In the face of his brothers now bowing before him, he saw not objects of revenge, but opportunities for reconciliation. Joseph's story whispers to us across the ages. Your current pit is not your final destination. Your present chains are not your eternal condition. For just as Joseph rose from the pit to the palace, so too can you rise from your depths to your destiny. But the journey requires faith. The kind of faith that sees beyond circumstances, that trusts in the unseen hand guiding all things. Joseph's life echoes a profound truth. Your dreams are not just for you. They're for the many lives you're destined to impact. In saving Egypt, Joseph saved nations. In forgiving his brothers, He preserved a lineage. His story reminds us your greatest trials often precede your greatest triumphs. Your deepest wounds can become wellsprings of wisdom. So when you find yourself in a pit, remember Joseph. When betrayal breaks your heart, remember Joseph. When your dreams seem shattered, remember Joseph. For the God who was with Joseph in the pit is with you in your pain. The God who elevated Joseph to the palace is working to elevate you to your purpose. Your pit is not your permanent residence, it's your proving ground. Your prison is not your final sentence, it's your preparation. For like Joseph, you too are on a journey, from pit to palace, from pain to purpose, from victim to victor. So hold fast to your dreams, cling to hope in the darkness, for your story, like Joseph's, is still being written. And the author of your story specializes in unexpected plot twists, in 11th hour rescues, in transforming pits into palaces. Remember, the pit may be where you are, but it's not who you are. The palace may seem distant, but it's closer than you think. For in the divine narrative, every pit has a purpose. Every trial, a triumph waiting to be revealed. Every setback, a setup for a comeback. Joseph's journey from pit to palace is more than ancient history. It's a living testament to the power of perseverance, the triumph of forgiveness, and the unstoppable nature of divine destiny. So take heart, dreamer. Your pit is not your final chapter. It's merely the dramatic opening of your epic rise to greatness. From pit to palace, from prisoner to prince, from rejected to redeemer. This is the Joseph journey. This can be your journey. For in the economy of the divine, nothing is wasted. No tear falls without purpose. No trial comes without potential triumph. Joseph's story beckons us. Dare to dream, even in the darkest pit. Dare to hope, even in the bleakest prison. Dare to forgive, even in the face of betrayal. For it is often in our deepest valleys that we discover our highest calling. In our moments of greatest weakness that we encounter supernatural strength. So let Joseph's journey inspire you. Let his resilience fuel your resolve. Let his forgiveness soften your heart. For your pit is not your permanent address. Your palace awaits. Your purpose is calling. And the God who transformed Joseph's story is still in the business of writing redemption tales, still turning pits into palaces, still making beauty from ashes. Your journey from pit to palace begins with a single step of faith, a choice to trust, a decision to persevere. For like Joseph, you too are destined for greatness. You too have dreams waiting to be fulfilled. You too have a palace prepared for your arrival. So rise, dreamer. Your pit is not your finale, it's your launch pad, your crucible of character, your preparation for purpose. From pit to palace, Joseph's story echoes through eternity, a timeless testament to the transformative power of faith, forgiveness, and unwavering hope. Your story awaits, your palace beckons, your destiny calls. Will you answer?